All right, folks, I know it's been a little bit since I made a video, so you know what? We're going to do what we do best out this bitch. We're going to talk about the motherfucking economy and some shit that's actually falling down. We got some big news today. Well, Macy's is supposed to close 125 stores and shed 2,000 corporate jobs. Man, listen, we're going to jump right into this. Is what it is. Macy's says it's closing 125 its least productive stores and cutting 2,000 corporate jobs as the struggling department store tries to reinvent itself in the age of online shopping. The store closures represent about 1/5 of Macy's current total. The stores, which include about 30 that are in the process of closing, account for $1.4 billion in annual sales. Macy's didn't specify how many jobs would be lost at the shutter stores. They also did not specify which stores would close. So you figure what? How many stores was it? 125 stores. You figure about 30 employees each. You're talking about probably about 4,000 people are about to lose their jobs. Like, it is what it is. The corporate jobs we shed as Macy's closes its office in Cincinnati and San Francisco, leaving New York as its sole corporate headquarters. Macy's is also testing a new store format that is located at a strip center instead of a mall. The moves announced Tuesday come ahead of Macy's annual investor meeting, where CEO Jeff Gennett is expected to unveil a 3-year reinvention plan. So, folks, you know what I'm saying? Macy's is closing down all types of stores. You know how this works. That's part of the retail apocalypse that we have been standing here covering probably about forever at this point, right? You know what I mean? Because it's something that's been going on. And a lot of people are standing here screaming, going, oh, man, yo, look, yo, Amazon and Amazon and Amazon and Amazon. Well, like, yo, let's be real here, all right? The truth of the matter is that we have an aging population who isn't buying as much as they used to. That's the reality of the matter. All right. Younger individuals are, they're weighed down with college debt, health insurance costs, low paying jobs. Nobody's had a raise since the 70s. Like, it kind of is what it is. So people are hurting right now. That's the reality of the matter. Okay. It has something to do with Amazon, but it has a lot more to do with, the fact that people are hurting, and I think it's important that we don't dismiss that. Like, legitimately, it's important we don't dismiss the fact that people are fucking hurting. All right, so we got the next story, which is Union Pacific to cut nearly 3,000 jobs in 2020. This is a big one, all right, legitimately. So here's what they're saying. Union Pacific plans to cut nearly 3,000 jobs this year as a railroad operator pushes ahead with its new operating plan. The Omaha, Nebraska-based company said it plans to cut its workforce by around 8% this year after reductions of 11% in 2019. The railroad averaged around 37,500 workers last year. The Union Pacific is in the midst of a vast transportation of its operations as it runs fewer trains with more cars. It's also closing some yards that sorts trains as it eliminates additional handling of cargo. Okay, so let's get this straight, all right? Because I worked for the railroads for a while. Truth of the matter is freight's down. All right, freight volume is down across the board. All right, there's been big moves in. Shit, man. I can't remember the name of the actual market, but there's an actual thing that measures it, and it's down almost like 60 or 70% at this point. Like, and the Chicago, what they talk about with the industrial average, right? It's actually, they were hoping that we get up above 50%, and it hasn't. It's down to like 44%. Above 50% is growth, below 50% is, contraction. We're at 44% right now. So it kind of is what it is at the second. The strategy known as precision scheduled railroading is sweeping across U.S. freight railroading industry after being honed by Canadian railroads. The service design is reducing work that doesn't need to occur, that's eliminating jobs. Union Pacific Chief Executive Lance Fritz said in the interview Thursday, he said, as the railroad shits more goods, the company should be able to add back some jobs. As volume comes back, we'll be able to grow our workforce. As I said, freight volumes are down, across the board. Like, it is what it is at the moment. So, like, that's kind of where we're at. And, they are standing here talking about they're going to be closing down 3,000 positions at the railroad, right? All right. Let's get to our next one, okay? Now, come on, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Right. All right. So, hang on a minute. Man, listen, I hate these stupid things. They're like the most annoying stuff ever, legitimately. Right? When stuff doesn't work and you're trying to record, it's one of the most annoying things that ever happens. Legit. Right? Okay. So, oh, you want me to take a survey, right? You want me to take a survey? How often do you search for coupons? Right? Why would you ever search for coupons? Right? Legitimately. Like, yo, do you ever stand here and search for coupons? Never. I never look for fucking coupons. Who the hell uses coupons? I'm not like 70, right? Like, real shit. This is the dumb. Do you agree or disagree? Price is the most important factor for me when making a purchase. I apologize that we're getting interrupted on the video. And I mean by like this retarded nonsense. Prices when making a purchase. Somewhat agree. Like, yo, yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, yo, I want to buy quality. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to, like, buy whatever the hell's there. And I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so back to the article. More than 200 hay needle workers to be laid off. Omaha headquarters office to close. Another Omaha corporate headquarters. Another Omaha corporate headquarters is history as more than 2,000 or 200 hay needle employees were told Thursday to be laid off at their home base. Their home base closed. Set to shut down is the main office near 90th Street, the West Dodge Road, and the off-site photography studio. About 100 workers still retain jobs and will consolidate at their online retailers. Sarpy County call center. The hay needle brand will also stay alive, and customers continue to shop for specialty home items on hayneedle.com. Okay, so hay needle. Hay needle is kind of like I used to ship a lot of these goods. Like when I was working for Bax. They stood here and basically like they ship out like cabinets and, you know, like beds and all these type of things. They're kind of like an online retailer type of situation. And they've been in the online retail market for a long time. But with the rising costs of shipping, you know what I mean, and the problems that, you know what I mean, incurs with this, and then, you know what I mean, them being in the market with Walmart and Amazon, they kind of got ate up. But they've already laid off nearly 1,000 workers in the past year. So I wanted to bring this to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Anybody has, you know, if anybody like got hit by any of this, you know, let me know, man. You know what I mean? We'll bring you on, have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? And maybe, you know what I mean, try and find you an extra job. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Get you out here, have some people, you know what I mean, stand here and tell you something. Whatever the case might be. See if we can find you some, you know what I mean, new work. You know what I mean? We got lots of people across the nation. And we try to band together and help everybody out. You know what I mean? All right. So let's get to our next article, right? Right, what are we at? Where are we at? Browser 4, browser 6. There we go. All right, so I wanted to stand here and show you all this, right? Interact. Okay, so last year, Toyota went to the U.S. government and said, and I mean, we will never leave the U.S., right? Their fucking chief executive came over and said, we will never leave here, right? The President Akio Toyoda on Friday reiterated the company's unwavering focus on the U.S. amid pressure from President Donald Trump to boost American manufacturing. Toyota spoke at the U.S. Capitol at invitation the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. one day after the automaker announced $749 million in fresh investments in the country. As Trump weighs new tariffs on foreign-built autos, Toyota said, regardless of the direction we go, we will never leave the United States. We will stay here. So then I find this article, right? And I think it's important. Toyota shifts Tacoma pickup truck, right? Oh, you motherfuckers, you. I swear to God. Yo, I hate this nonsense. Legitimately, like, yo, the problem is, like, yo, OBS doesn't have an ad blocker. Like, there's nothing you can do about this, right? Toyota shifts Tacoma pickup production from Texas to Mexico. Continues its $13 billion in U.S. investment, right? All right, so Toyota Motors will shift all production of Tacoma midsize pickups from Texas to Mexico. Toyota says no U.S. jobs will be lost as a result of the change, which also includes bringing the Sequoia SUV to the San Antonio plant by 2022. The Texas plant, which also assembles a Toyota Tundra full-size pickup, has produced a Tacoma since 2010. Toyota Motor will shift all production of the Tacoma midsize pickup from Texas to Mexico as it restructures its North American footprint and invests $13 billion in U.S. manufacturing operations through next year. Toyota says no U.S. jobs will be lost as a result of the change, which also includes bringing the Sequoia SUV to the San Antonio plant by 2022. The Texas plant, which also assembles the Tundra full-size pickup, has produced a Tacoma since 2010. The announced shift comes a month after Toyota started Tacoma production at the new plant in central Mexico, in addition to another Mexican plant in Tijuana that has been producing Toyota pickup trucks since 2004. So, do I believe for a second that this is not going to cost Americans jobs? No, not for a fucking second. All right, I've never trusted Toyota or Honda or any of these Jap companies. Real shit, I drive American cars. I refuse to buy a fucking car that was produced overseas. I fucking refuse. And I understand you go, oh man, all the parts and blah, blah. Don't care. All right. I want my money to stay here in America. Because every time you buy a fucking, a Japanese car, that money doesn't go into America. That money goes to Japan. Like real shit. It goes into a Japanese company. And Japan gets that on their GDP. Not America. All right. That's the problem that a lot of people don't understand. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, if you're driving around in some fucking Jap shit box, all right, you're the fucking problem. All right, you're the reason why our fucking manufacturing's all fucked up. Make the investment in your own country and buy American goods. I understand everybody goes, I hate GM and I hate Ford and I hate fucking blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Legitimately. No, this is about Americans and American jobs. All right, I'm about America first. Real shit. And I put my money where my mouth is. Like, it is what it is. I go out of my fucking way to make sure I buy as much American goods as possible. That's why, when I need shit, I go to my local markets. When we eat around here, we go to local restaurants. All right? We don't go to fucking chains. Real shit. I do my best to avoid eating at motherfucking national fucking restaurants. Why? Because I want my money to stay local. I want to support my local fucking people. It's how we live around here. It's why inside of the city limits, there is not one chain restaurant. All right? Real shit. It's why you get out in the country, there's not one chain restaurant. Why? Because we support our local shit. All right? There's not one chain grocery store. They don't survive. Walmart comes in. Walmart can make it. Like, it is what it is, because they got just too much stuff, right? But even then, you know what? They don't put grocery stores out of business because we still go there, all right? We support our local economy. That's how Pennsylvanians do. That's how y'all should do. Take pride in your fucking country and stop being a bitch. Real talk. Anyway, man, I wanted to bring this to you. I wanted to, make sure that y'all seen what was going on. Bring you some economic news for today. I might make another video. I might not. We'll see what's up. I got some pussy coming over. So I'll holler at y'all later. Peace be like one. Later.